Qui n'adore pas les frites de renommée mondiale de McDonald?
Elles sont dorées, délicieuses et faites de pommes de terre canadiennes à 100%. Mais qui rend cela possible? Pour le savoir, nous allons passer de ceci à cela. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes à Grand Sault, au Nouveau-Brunswick, pour rencontrer la famille Lévesque. C'est l'un des 130 producteurs qui travaillent en partenariat avec McCain pour fournir les frites de renommée mondiale de McDonald au Canada.
David, 6 generations of farmers. Tell me where it all began.
It all began with my grandfather's father. He started with 25 acres, and then we kept growing, and now we're up to last year we had 1,200 acres of potatoes.
So I've noticed people in New Brunswick seem to take potatoes pretty seriously. You have a potato museum, birthplace of McCain. Is there something about New Brunswick in particular that makes it great for growing potatoes?
Well, they say our land is ideal for potato growing, and it makes some of the best quality potatoes for McCain.
So I can go to McDonald's and enjoy their world famous fries anytime I want, but the actual growing season for potatoes is pretty limited.
We have 2 varieties. It starts at the end of May. We start planting. Usually we're done the 1st of June, depending on the weather. 1st of September, that's the early variety. Once we're all done those, we wait till the 23rd, 24th of September to dig out the later variety.
Nous sommes ici au milieu de la saison de croissance, mais il est important de s'assurer que nous sommes prêts pour la récolte à l'automne.
First of all, we look at the outside of the plant. There's no spots on it. Seems to be no disease. We're starting to see some of our flowering, so plant health is really good here. My son, he just invented a scanner for the leaves. So we used to have to send those leaves to get evaluated in a lab. Now he did this scanner, and we can know right on the spot what nutrients we were missing. When you pull it out,
Wow.
we're going russet Burbanks would be our main potato variety on the farm. So a tuber count looks all the same size. This is important. For a good yield, we need per stem 4 to 5 potatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this would be a nice healthy plant with the right amount of potatoes on the stem. We still got a lot of growing to do, but it's looking good right now.
All right, here with Dad, Paul. This is one of the barrels you would have used a number of years ago.
Yeah, it's about 50, 60 years ago. We were using that, like we were bringing that in the field like this here, and people were picking potatoes in a basket and pouring them down here.
What does the perfect potato look like to you?
Perfect potato would be a potato like this here. It's straight, it's long, so there's no defects on it. It would be a real nice potatoes for fries.
Aujourd'hui, il y a plusieurs éléments technologiques qui peuvent être utilisés pour l'efficacité et pour s'assurer que les cultures restent saines.
I think it's one of my favorite jobs because you're always doing something different. And you see the sunrise every morning.
I feel like we're in like one of the Transformers or something. It's just
Yeah, it folds and unfolds, and
We've got a couple of machines here. They'll pick up 6 rows each. This machine right here is going to take on 16 rows at a time. What they did by hand, we do like their whole harvest in one day.
This is the potato harvester. So this is the machine we use to take the potatoes out of the ground. This first set of belts is where the vines get separated from the potatoes. The potatoes keep going through. They come out the side here, and this was what you could call a big vacuum. It sucks up the potatoes, and the rocks will go out in front, and the potatoes will come back up here.
big machine, and I guess you're really only using it for a very short amount of time in the year, right?
Yeah, like all our machinery that we need, they cost a lot, and we only use most of the machineries 1 month in the year.
Maybe you could rent one or something?
The problem with renting is everybody needs it at the same time.
Le succès de toute ferme familiale dépend des connaissances transmises entre les générations. C'est donc formidable de voir que la prochaine génération de la famille Lévesque poursuivra l'héritage de leur arrière-arrière-arrière-grand-père.
So Zach, what is the most rewarding thing about growing up on a farm?
Well, it's a family business, so it's always fun knowing you're helping something that your grandparents have created a while ago, and you're helping keeping it going.
Able to work outside, being able to work with my family. The view we're in right now, sometimes you got to take time and look up and enjoy your job.
McDonald's supports 100% Canadian potatoes. They're supporting Canadian farmers. If I go to the restaurant right now, one of those world famous fries could be your potato.
Could be.
How does that make you feel?
Make us feel real good because we're growing food. So it's an honor for us to say we're feeding people. Farmers that are all around here, they really care what they're doing because they wouldn't be farming anymore. We're a family and we keep together.
Des générations d'agriculteurs qui nourrissent des générations de clients. Des pommes de terre canadiennes à 100%, de la fourche à la fourchette.